misconceptions about schizophrenia. They are often compounded by popular culture depictions in movies or television, and sometimes by societal stigmas. Schizophrenia is a serious mental illness, and with this video, we hope to help inform people about this much misunderstood condition. Around 0.7% of people in the UK have schizophrenia. It affects men and women equally. Women typically develop schizophrenia in their 20s or 30s. Men usually get it in their late teens or early 20s. It's rare in children younger than 12, and it usually doesn't appear for the first time in adults over 40. People with schizophrenia usually don't know they have it, which is a challenge when it comes to diagnosis and treatment. Here are some common myths about schizophrenia. Multiple personalities. One of the biggest misconceptions about schizophrenia is that people with the condition have a split personality. An American poll found that 64% of US citizens believed this myth. The truth is that people with schizophrenia may experience symptoms such as hallucinations or delusions, which can distort their sense of identity and reality. This isn't the same as dissociative identity disorder. People with schizophrenia are violent or dangerous. Movies and TV shows contribute massively to this myth. Most stories about a serial killer involve schizophrenia, but this isn't the case in real life. The truth is that even though people with schizophrenia are prone to unpredictable behaviours, most aren't violent, especially when they're undergoing treatment. In reality, they're more likely to be victims of violence, often self-inflicted. When people with schizophrenia do commit violent acts, they typically have an underlying problem, such as substance abuse. The disorder alone doesn't make one more aggressive. Bad parenting is the cause. As with most complex mental illnesses, mistakes made by parents don't necessarily cause them. Mothers are often blamed for schizophrenia, but it has many causes, such as genes, trauma, and drug abuse. This is a reductive and common misconception that has no basis in our understanding of the disorder. If a parent has schizophrenia, you will get it too. While genes certainly play a role in the development of schizophrenia, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be passed on. The likelihood may be slightly higher, but scientists don't believe genes are the primary cause. If one parent has schizophrenia, your risk of developing it is about 10%, and having more than one family member with it raises your risk, but it certainly doesn't mean you're destined to have it yourself. People with schizophrenia should be institutionalized. Long gone are the days in which people with mental illnesses were locked up in asylums or prisons. Much more is understood about this condition, and fewer people need to be placed in mental health facilities. The level of care depends on severity of symptoms. Most people with schizophrenia live independently with family or in a supportive housing community. Schizophrenia makes people lazy. The condition can make it harder for someone to commit to daily tasks, such as self-care, but this doesn't mean that they're lazy. They may just need some help if their symptoms are intruding on their day-to-day activities. It is triggered by a psychotic break. Some people do experience a significant mental event that leads to a diagnosis, but symptoms can appear over time and are difficult to identify. If you have early symptoms of schizophrenia, you might be less social, show less interest in normal activities, or withdraw from everyday life. Other symptoms, like acting out delusions and hallucinating, may show up later. For more information on schizophrenia, follow the links in the description section of this video. And remember, your mind matters.